Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first podcast of the new year. It's 2015, and you're listening to the Hahn Show. Let's get it kicked off. We got tons to talk about. It's a new year. I moved up north. Playoffs are in full gear for the NFL. I got some Facebook stories and something new I found out about menstrual cups and a whole lot more on this brand new spanking episode of the Hahn Show in 2015. So let's kick it off with our song of the week.
Keep in touch to say I miss you. You want to be, to fall in love, to feel the world, to be famous and spontaneous, to be whoever you want to be. So celebrate with me. Life, whoa, la 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 la, la 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 la, life, whoa, la 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 la, la la la.
All right, thanks for joining me. This is episode, I don't even remember where I left off. I think it's episode 11 of the Hahn Show. The song of the week, let's jump into that. You heard it twice now, first when you first started playing the podcast, and then just now. Prior to doing this latest podcast, I said, I need to have a theme song. I was listening to other people's podcasts. Everyone has an intro. I have the song of the week, but I said I need something that's a staple for the show, and so I was hunting out songs to figure out, and I stumbled across a song. I really don't know who sings it. I tried to look it up. It's just a random thing I found. It is available on YouTube. It's called To Celebrate With Me, and I just thought the words kind of spoke to me about who I am and what I want, this podcast to be, and what I want you to think when you hear it, So go back, listen to the words, enjoy it. Lots of love, la, 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 la. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, so I've had that planned out for a while, and I'm just glad to finally have that integrated into the podcast. Okay, so I moved up north. In case some of you haven't heard or didn't know, I am no longer in the Valley area. But that doesn't mean that's forever. But for now, I am up north. And let me start off with, it is cold up here. Oh my God. Well, I know today it is cold everywhere. But since I've moved up here, it is either cold or snowing. Or the snow is quite quickly melting. I don't know. It goes it's a whirlwind. It's like a hurricane of weather up here. I don't know. They have like the polar vortex. I'm trying to come up with another fancy term for, boy, does the weather change. You might call it El Nino. You might call it global warming. Call it what you want. It's a whirlwind up here, and now it's cold. This week is going to be a cold one. I don't even want to go outside. I don't even like to sit down. I don't even like to move. I just want to stay curled up in my bed for my entire life. Katie, in Florida, are you listening? I'm coming. I can't do this anymore. It's too cold. How can you have any motivation to do anything around here? So like I said, it's cold everywhere, but it's especially cold here. I think it was like negative 18 last I checked. It might have warmed up a little bit in the 11 o'clock hour as that approaches here, 11 a.m. But yeah, and it's just, I don't know what to think. It's cold. So that's the latest on the up north, adjustment, other than just living life up here. We just got through the holidays, lots of family, lots of getting ready for that stuff. And now we got to work on the teardown. Isn't that fun, the teardown? Oh, Merry Christmas to me. Now I get to clean up. Another thing about being up north, as I do this podcast right now, I have an audience now. Yes, there's an audience. There is Paws the cat and Marley the dog. They're both curled up, trying to stay warm in this frigid cold weather. Not that I have us sitting in the frigid cold, but, it's just, you see the cold, you feel the cold, kind of. Anyways, I am staying at my mom and her husband's place while up here to get started, and their Paws and Marley, I should say, are their pets, and so they are sitting with me, listening to me gab to myself, wondering what the fuck is his problem. Okay, so let's move on right along to things. I'm up north, it's cold, audience, check. What else is new with the world? Where should we start? Things I heard of while over the holidays. Oh my gosh. Um, Earlier in December, I remember stumbling across on Facebook a YouTube video of a hockey game in Canada. I think it was Toronto, Canada. And I think one of our American teams was playing in Canada. Not that Toronto's really that far from, the border. I think it's like right there. So, that's like half American anyway. But this is still pretty cool, I will admit. They had someone come out to sing the American national anthem before the game. Well, they had some problem with the PA system. Yes, you may have heard of this story. They had a problem with the PA system, and the woman singing cut out. The entire arena leapt in and started singing and finished the national anthem for and with her. It was so cool to see all these people who, we're going to assume Canadians, because this is Canadian home field advantage, singing the American national anthem. It just kind of gives you a warm, fuzzy feeling about America deep down inside. I think we just have a catchy national anthem just to begin with. I mean, I've only heard a few others, and the only ones that I ever remember are "Oh Canada," and that's not really that fun to sing. Sorry, Canadians, even though you sing ours. And that's it. I don't know anybody else's theme song. National anthem. So to know and sing ours, though, is still pretty cool, and we appreciate it, Canada. Thanks for having our American girls back. So that was one thing I wanted to comment on. What else is going on? Another story I picked up on another podcast. They were talking about gay Santas. I thought this was interesting. I don't know, somewhere someone was worried about their Santa, that the kids go visit, being gay, and concerned for that, those people, always concerned. And so they were cracking jokes on this podcast I was listening to, and I thought it was quite, surreal, quite humorous. And, they were mentioning how, if you're a Santa, their topic was, well, why does it matter if it's a gay Santa or a straight Santa? What if it was a child molester of, the straight kind, touching little girls, why are we worried about it being a gay Santa and not, a straight Santa who could equally be just as disgusting? And then, they went on to say, well, and how, Santas are Santas. They're supposed to be, Santa people, for the kids. And they really, the adults around, there's really no real opportunity for them to do anything, if you will. Oh, excuse me. That's how much I care about this topic, or the thoughts that people had on this topic. But anyway, I was agreeing, and how would you know if your Santa's gay? I don't really understand. After the fact, while you're there, you're wondering, I wonder if my Santa's gay, because when Santa, you can't really get around that unless you get a real good conversation going with him. I don't think you're going to know. It's not like I think Santas are in character, and it's not like that Santa's been, hey girl, come on over to Santa's lab. I want to hear all about your Christmas list and what you want, and your do's and don'ts, and have you been good or not? Is that your mom, darling? I love your mom's scarf. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, you don't really hear Santa doing that. So I'm not really sure how you're going to know if your Santa is gay or not, unless, he recommends a good wine on the way out. I don't know. There's no telling. So let's cut the crap, and those who have issues with gay Santas, well, go fuck yourself. Okay, I just wanted to comment on that too. I just wanted to make that little comment, how do you know? How do you know? So, next time you see a Santa, be sure to correct and ask him and make sure he's gay or not. Because we must know. And tell them they need to sign up on the gay Santa list, so everyone knows he's a gay Santa. Okay. Really, what do you think? He's got tons of little elves running around for him. Come on. Hello. Okay. What's next on the list? Let's talk about this. We'll segue. This is a great segue. If you were really hoping for some butch topics, you were quite wrong. Menstrual cups. Have you heard of these menstrual cups? And something else. The joys of Facebook. That's what I'll segue into next. But have you heard these? Menstrual cups, new to me, never heard of them. And I like to think I'm educated about things and stuff. And I'm not a woman. Don't have to worry about that monthly visitor. Never met Flo. Don't plan to. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to worry about pads, tampons, gliders, whatever lubricated, push in, push out paper, plastic, I don't know, whatever you girls and gals use, to, sorry, my audience is being quite goofy, You know how dogs sometimes need to like run their ass along the carpet. I've never seen Marley do that, but he just did that. What are you doing, Mar? Okay. Anywho, that caught me off guard as I talk about menstrual cups. Um, so I was reading this story on Facebook, and there's this new device for women with periods, which is pretty much all of you until you hit the menopause. Marley, I'm busy doing a podcast right now. You cannot. I can't do anything for you. What do you want? What do you want? He's sitting right in front of my face. Okay, do okay. Just let me finish this podcast. Okay, okay. So, anyways, the story is about this new device. It's some kind of silicone produced product. It's a cup. It's like a shot glass worth of liquid that can fit in this little cup, and you put it up in your hoo-ha, and it catches the stuff. And the topic of the story was that it was great for third world countries who, I don't know if you know this, but in these countries, women, girls who have periods, have a harder time. The girls miss a lot of school because they can't be in school when they have their period. They don't have a lot of control over, what's flowing. And women, men, and girls use whatever they can find sometimes because they can't afford tampons or pads to control the flow. So they use things as like leaves and whatever else they can find in nature. It even said mud, to stop the flow, which causes problems, comfort down there, infections down there, and just as, not good health-wise to be shoving mud up there. So they were trying, they came up with this, well, I don't know if they came up for this reason, but they are trying to promote that, to send these menstrual cups to third world countries. They last 10 years, and they just get reused, cleaned. It went cleaned properly, you just got to soap them up, rinse them, lather them, repeat. And you have a much cheaper form for them to control flow. So I brought this up to my sister, and this menstrual cup thing was new to me. I never heard of it, and I just wanted to be curious, make sure I'm up on the latest, and understand how things work, so I don't sound stupid when I want to jump in and say, "How's your menstrual cup working for you?" So we watched a YouTube video on the insertion and exertion of using the menstrual cup. So we used it, or we didn't use it. We learned how to use it. Quite interesting, it just kind of suctions up in there, and it just sits in there like a little cup, and catches everything, and then you pull it out each day, clean it out, and go, shove it back in. So look this up if you're interested. Menstrual cups, YouTube. There's different kind. There's something called soft cups, not recommended. But it's the Diva Menstrual Cup is the brand specifically that we watched, and my sister was quite intrigued. They said it was for third world countries, but it could, be used anywhere, and it could be, a game changer for, women in America, in the North American hemisphere as well. We'll use it. It's a good cost saver, actually. So my sister was intrigued a little bit, and I'm hoping that she'll give this a whirl and report back. It's different. Okay, so that's menstrual cups. Next topic. Okay, let's butch it up. Oh, no. We'll hold off to butch it up. I wanted to talk Facebook stories quite quickly here. Okay, still with me? Okay, we're going to go into a topic I'm going to call Facebook stories. As you read your Facebook like a news feed, an actual news feed. Now, this is where we get our news from. It's either what's this friend up to, or what bullshit story are you posting to share with me. And sometimes it is good reads, and sometimes it's not good reads. I enjoy Facebook to know what people are up to and to shed some humor into the day. And a lot of people post negative shit, which is, can't control it, but whatever. With that said, if you post it, I will read it. But I want to read two funny posts that I saw on Facebook the other day to you. Let me just pull them up on my phone. I had to screenshot them. Bear with me. I don't know where my photos are, Drew. So, I won't read names or anything. I'll just read the story. If it's you, I hope you don't mind. If not, well, get your own podcast and read my posts. But I don't care because I post nicely. And these aren't bad posts either. These are good. I think these are humorous posts to me. The first one reads, a friend of mine was doing the following. Whenever I clean out drawers, I end up looking like a clown wearing half the cool crap I didn't know I had. Red lipstick, Packers hat with fixed tassels, safety glasses, because I'm a nurse, safety first, parenthetically, and found all my lost nail polish, 3 pairs of earrings, and bobby pins. So many bobby pins. So my friend posted that, and I just thought that was funny. And it paints you a picture, and I know her, and I could just visualize this, and it's true, isn't it? Though you clean out the drawers, and you find that stuff you didn't know you had, and sometimes you end up wearing it. I found that humorous. Okay, my other one is a mom, and she posted the following, and I found this humorous, probably not in her favor either. I think the kid was quite funny, actually. Let me read this to you. It reads, "My middle child is driving me nuts. The kids and I took down the Christmas decorations. It took us less than an hour. I was wiped with the battle and fighting, so I said I needed a timeout. I gave chores. Andy is cleaning, vacuuming, and dusting. I told Addison to empty the dishwasher and load the few dirty dishes, then up to clean his room. Parenthetically, the iPad and all the tech is gone till the disaster he calls his room is clean. You can't even see the floor. Unparenthetically. He comes back with he is too tired because he had a sleepover last night. I responded with, then that will be your last sleepover if you are too tired to do your chores today, and you will continue to be grounded from screens until it's all done." She said this all very calmly, she says. He said that was fine and headed to his room. Followed by, losing it, she says, "Well, that is a stupid choice." Yes, I know, bad choice on my part, it happens. Addison retorts with, "So I'm stupid? That's nice. Being the idiot that I am, I fell for it. Addison, if you choose to not empty the dishwasher because you are tired and will be giving up all the future sleepovers, then that is a dumb choice." Then he continued to yell to his brother how he is stupid and can't ever have a sleepover again. I just cracked me up. I thought the kid played the mother quite well, and this is exactly what I would try to do as well. I mean, the kid is a smart kid, like, fine, ground me. I don't care. I don't have to have any more sleepovers. I'm not cleaning that dishwasher. you know, I just visualize this little kid, toddler. Well, not toddler, but young, kid who's just going around his day saying he's not going to clean the dishwasher. Oh, I was making sure. Sorry. Sometimes I'm not sure if I'm still recording, and I didn't see the button still recording on the screen. Okay, Annie, who is it? Does it record? Did it record? I'm not sure if it recorded. Okay. So that story just gave me, and it made me also think, I'm like, yeah, the mom fell for it. But truthfully, that's how I try to respond when adults are being stupid to me as well. When they think they can just say whatever they want and get a rise out of me. I mean, the kid is actually smart. I mean, the parent is looking for a response from the child, and the child turned it around and got a response from the parent. And that's exactly what adults do. They say shitty things to each other to get a response out of the other one or get a reaction out of the other one. The best thing you can do is not give in to what they want. And so I feel for the mom that her kid wasn't doing what she wanted the kid to do. But I mean, she must, kudos also for the kid knowing exactly what you were trying to do. So you'll have a smart kid on your hands, and probably a tough rest of the time raising this child as well, perhaps. You gotta teach him to use his powers for good. All right, moving along. That was Facebook stories. The next topic. Let's talk NFL playoffs. Who's watching? Who's not? I'm watching. Are you? We got the Packers in the playoffs. Woo woo! They had their bye week this week, and they'll be playing next week. This coming Sunday or Saturday, is it? I don't remember which day now, because they play on Saturdays and Sundays during playoff season. Anywho. But this week we had the Detroit Lions playing and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now I said Detroit Lions because, oh my God, I just read a headline. I couldn't even read the story because I was so irritated. With Dominican Sue. This is what the headline said on Yahoo today. And I'm really just boo-hoo. It says, Dominican Sue starts to cry, steps away from news conference. Well, that's not what it said on the main page. I thought it was a different, what did it say on the main page? That's all about the main page. The story sounded even worse on the main page. See if I can find it for you. Bear with me. Hang tight. By the way, Teresa Giudice is in jail. That Real Housewife from Bravo. One more Controversy in the NFL. Oh my God, where'd the story go? And like, you scroll through it once. Oh, I guess this isn't. Well, anyways, the headline said NFL star surprising display of emotion. Dominican Sue's voice cracked and he walked away to compose himself after Detroit fell in Dallas. Honestly, I didn't expect this. A quote from him. I want to say fuck off to Dominican Sue. What the hell? Tears? It's, again, karma! Oh my God, not that they lost the game. Oh my God, so the dog has to go outside. Come on, Marley. Jesus. Edit this shit down. So yeah, Dominican Sue, the asshole that he is, steps on Rodgers and has made quite a few errors like that in the past in the NFL. I think it's ridiculous. He gets fined and suspended, plenty of times. And he cries because the Detroit Lions lost to the Cowboys. Well, whoop-de-doo. You know what? I don't have any compassion for you because you're not a compassionate man. When you pull the shit you pull, you lost, get over it, move on next season. Try to play a little more clean, huh? And then maybe that headline won't be so... Why? I can't even read the story. I can't even dignify that story by reading it. Dominican Sue, my ass. Okay. Also played yesterday were the Cincinnati Bengals, my second favorite team in the NFL, after the Packers, of course. And they faltered again. Oh, they have made it to the playoffs now for 4 straight seasons in a row, but they're always one and done. They lose out on the first game in the playoffs. So, you know, it'd be nice to see them advance a little further and really make something of themselves because they're a good team, I think. And when I became a fan, they were underdogs but had a good. They were beginning an ascendance to becoming a better team, if you will. They had a few rough seasons again, but you know, still watching, of course, because I started to like them. And now they seem like they've got some mojo in them. They just need to learn how to use it a little bit better. So, all right, we'll do it again next year, Bengals. But it would have been great to see you in the playoffs. Although I always fear the Packers playing the Bengals, how that would feel for me. Of course, I'd probably have to root for the Packers, but I guess I wouldn't really feel sad if the Bengals won. And my prediction for the NFL Super Bowl now, I think this is probably everybody's prediction I'm hearing, but I called it first in my head. The Packers versus the New England Patriots. I think that'll be a good Super Bowl matchup. And I'm not sure what I think of Tom Brady, but I've never been a huge fan. But watching him this season, I've kind of been a fan. I'm not really sure why. I feel like he's at the end of his career, and I kind of want to see him go out with a bang. One last, just to prove that you're never too old to keep playing. Because I mean, what if Aaron Rodgers never got a Super Bowl again, but kept playing for us for another 10 years? You know, like. Is that a realist? Is that what we need to expect? No, we should never expect that. And I want Tom Brady to prove that we should expect them to give us a Super Bowl for as long as they're quarterbacking for us. So I want to, I wouldn't be sad either way how that turned out, although of course I really want the Packers to win. Okay, enough of that chit chat. Finally, let's go on to, it's award season. Da da da, da 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 da, da da da. Oh, now I'm filled with regret that I never soaked up more of Joan Rivers on the red carpet. I used to watch it as a kid. A lot of times, like on the TV Guide channel, you know, or E, you know, they have the red carpet coverage, and there was Joan Rivers giving her 2 cents about the, you know, the gowns and such. Woo. So this will be our first award season without poor Joan. Poor Joan. I'm sure she's in a lovely place. I miss her. Do I miss her? Well, I miss her sense of humor. I'm sure this is coming out all wrong. Just go with me. I didn't even mean to talk about Joan Rivers. I just said award season, and I thought Joan. I'm rambling. So, coming up this Sunday, the first of the new year, the Golden Globe Awards. We got Amy Poehler and oh my God, I can't think of her name, and I love her. Amy Poehler, and what's the other girl's name? Tina Fey. There it is. I almost had to say 30 Rock out loud just to get me there. I think I said it in my head. Anyway, so Tina Fey, and Amy Poehler are hosting again. This is their 3rd year, and I love it. They're hilarious. I just reviewed the nominations last night. You know, it's always, you know, take it or leave it, kind of how I feel for the Golden Globes. Like, they're still a prestigious award, but they get us to the Oscars. You know, like, you'll see a lot of these same films nominated then, but by the time you get to the Oscars, you've had a chance to hear about them more, so you're more invested in the films right now. Like, who are some of these films? I've never really heard of them. And as more awards go on, you become more familiar with them, and you'll be like, you'll start to root a little bit harder for stuff. First, it just kind of turns into who do you know, or what movie have you maybe even heard of, and that's how you kind of root. But once you learn about the movies and you see them, then you sway a little differently. But so I'm starting off the season by swaying for a girl I love, Juliana Moore. I'm predictions are out for her to be this year's big winner. I'm hoping so. She deserves it. She's a great actress, one of my faves, and nominated before for these awards seasons, but I don't think she's ever gotten a big win out of it. But she's got 2 nominations at the Golden Globes. One's for drama and one for comedy. Although I think both are more comedy, but they couldn't put her. They didn't want her nominated for both films in the same category. First is a movie called Still Alice. I highly recommend this. It looks good. I haven't even seen it myself, but I have queued it up to watch very soon. It's about a woman battling Alzheimer's, and she's a linguistics teacher, and early onset Alzheimer's. So the trailer looked great. I recommend you go preview it and just see what you think. But I think this is a good film for her. And the other one that she did, complete opposite from this character, is Map of the Stars. Oh, I just watched the trailer for this last night, and this looks awesome too. A very gritty. It's got some comedy in it, but it's about the Hollywood life and the things people do in a modern take, too. So that looked really good, and she was, of course, nominated for that. Also in that movie is John Cusack and Robert Pattinson. And I think there's a lady lead that I can't recall her name at the moment. Oh, and going back to Juliana Moore, I better look this up just to confirm, but I'm pretty sure Laura Dern is in Still Alice, but let me check just to make sure. I don't want to steer you wrong, people. I'm Wikipediaing it now. Wikipedia. What is the dog barking about? Marley, stop it. This dog barks at nothing. Usually when someone comes into the vicinity, but no one's here. Still. But it freaks you out. It makes you wonder who's around. I don't know who's around. So I'm searching out Still Alice. Let's see who's in this. Oh, Alec Baldwin plays her husband. Kristen Stewart is in it, along with Kate Bosworth and Hunter Parrish. I'm sorry, I thought Laura Dern was in this. She's not. It must be another film. And I think Laura Dern is nominated for this other film she's in as well. Let's just look her up, shall we? Hang tight with me. Searching Laura Dern. Plenty. We are searching for Laura Dern. Please hold. We have brought up Laura Dern, American actress born February 10th, 1967. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so the other film, we get a lot of buzzworthy talk, is Wild, starring Reese Witherspoon, which she is nominated as well for that role at the Golden Globes. And that's what Laura Dern is in, and that's whose mother she plays. She plays Reese's mother in that movie. Oh, that's cool. By the way, I didn't realize Laura Dern was married to Ben Harper, not really sure who that is, from 2005 to 2013, and has 2 children. So she was recently split. It's amazing when you hear about some of these people who just recently split. You think an actress, she's 47, Laura Dern, not a big profile actress, but still well known in Hollywood. But when you hear of them 47 and splitting, like Hollywood is the place to split when you're 47 because, of course, you'll just find another handsome man around every corner up there. Okay, so that was so it's awards season. I hope you'll be watching. I'm hoping to go see Into the Woods soon. Me and Deb are always huge into award season, watching all the award shows. This is one that looks good. It's a musical featuring Meryl Streep, along with Johnny Depp, and a whole other lineup of people that just looks to be amazing. And nominated as well. Meryl Streep is nominated for that as in a supporting actress role. So, Golden Globes this Sunday. We got the Grammys coming up in February, along with the SAG Awards, and then down the road, of course, will be the Oscars with plenty of other riff-raff in between. Okay, so that's my welcome to the 2015. Thank you for listening. I hope you stay tuned the whole entire time. If you have, let's celebrate with me. Remember, that's my theme song now. Thanks for celebrating with me. We got it all in there. We got It's Cold. We got our Facebook stories. We got Gay Santa. We got Menstrual Cuff. We got playoffs. We got award season. So spread the word. This is a podcast for all people to listen to. I'm telling you, I cover it all. So 1 minute we're talking about the flow. The next minute we're talking about a Hail Mary pass. You know what I'm saying? Which could go one and the same. We'll never know. So anywho, stay tuned for the next podcast. Stay warm, folks, and I will talk to you very soon. Love and peace. Smooches.
To say